Dear students, today we want to discuss about the crisis intervention. The crisis means it is defined like an acute disruption of psychological homeostasis in which one's usual coping mechanism fail and there exists evidence of a distress and functional impairment. It is a subjective reaction to a stressful life experiences that compromises the individual's stability and ability to cope or function, cope up with their life and function in the daily life. The main cause of a crisis is an intentionally stressful. This is the main crisis of every individuals. Maybe the traumatic or hazards event, but two other conditions are also necessary that are includes. The first one is the individual's perception of the event as the cause of considerable upset and or disruption, and the second one is the individual's inability to resolve the disruption by previously used coping mechanism. Crisis also refers to an upset in the steady state. In often has in this crisis intervention have the five components. That is, one is hazards or the traumatic event. Another one is vulnerable or the unbalanced state. The precipitating factors, an active crisis state based on the person's perception, the resolution of the crisis. According to Kaplan, he was stated are four crisis reactions. The first one is actually it is defined is stated in the year of 1964. Kaplan is one of the psychometrists. According to him, initial rise of tension from the emotionally hazards, crisis precipitating event, increased disruption of daily living because the individual is stuck, cannot resolve the crisis quickly. Tension rapidly increases as the individual fails to resolve the crisis through emergency problem solving methods, and the person goes into a depression or mental collapse or may partially resolve the crisis by using new coping methods. Crisis intervention has now evolved into a specialty mental health field that stands on its own. Based on a solid theoretical foundation and a practice that is born out of over 50 years of empirical and experimental grounding. Crisis intervention has become a multidimensional and flexible intervention method. According to Robert, he was stated this stages in the year of 2005. According to him, he has identified 7 critical stages through which clients typically pass on the road to crisis stabilization, resolution, and mastery. The stages listed below are essential, sequential, and sometimes overlapping in the process of crisis intervention. biopsychosocial and lethality, imminent danger assessment. At a minimum, this quick but thorough assessment should cover the client's environmental supports and stressors, medical needs and medications, current use of drugs and alcohol, and internal and external coping methods and resources. Rather than grilling the client for assessment information, the sensitive clinician or the counselor uses an artful interviewing style. It means it is the very skillful interviewing style. That may be the structured, that may be the unstructured interview style, whatever it may be. But according to his convenience, he allows this information to emerge as the client's story unfolds. A good assessment is likely to have occurred if the clinician has a solid understanding of the clients and client situations, and the client in this process feels as though he or she has been heard and understood. Establishing rapport. Rapport is reacted by the presence of the counselor, offered conditions such as genuineness, respect, and acceptance of the client. This is also the stage in which the traits, behaviors, or the fundamental characters, strengths of the counselors come forward in order to instill trust and the confidence in the client. Already we seen in the last class related to the how to we develop the confidence in the client, and also how we develop the some genuine characters and the empathetic characters. And although a host of such strengths have been identified, some of the most prominent include good eye contact, non-judgmental attitudes, creativity, flexibility, positive mental attitude, reinforcing small gains, and resiliency. Almost all these all comes under the counselor skills and techniques. The identifying the major problems including the crisis recipients. Crisis intervention focuses on the client's current problems, which are often the ones that participated the crisis. This stage involves not only inquiring about the precipitating event but also prioritizing problems in terms of which to work on first. In the course of understanding between the client and counselor how the event escalated into a crisis, the clinician gains an evolving conceptualization of the client's model coping style, one that will likely require modification if the present crisis is to be resolved and future crises prevented. And the next one is the exploration of feelings and emotions. The counselor strives to allow the client to express feelings related to his crisis, to vent and heal, and to explain her or his story about the current crisis situation through active listening skills like paraphrasing, reflecting feelings, and probing. Very cautiously, the counselor must eventually work challenging responses into the crisis counseling dialogues. Restore functioning through implementation of an action plan. Obviously, the concrete action plans taken at this stage, for example, entering a 12-step treatment program, joining a support group, seeking temporary residence in a women's shelters, so and so, etc. These stages are critical for restoring the client's equilibrium in psychological balance. Plan follow up in the booster session. In this session, the counselor should plan for follow up contact with the clients after the initial intervention to ensure that the crisis is on its way to being resolved, and to evaluate the post crisis status of the client. And follow up can also include the scheduling of a booster session in about a month, a week after the crisis intervention has been terminated. Treatment gains and potential problems can be discussed at the booster session or the after completion of the sessions also. Like the crisis session, we are completed, we are discussed, and we will meet again in the new class, a new video. Then bye.